Hello everyone, welcome to What Culture Gaming. I'm Ash, this is Scott.
Hello!
And we're here today to talk to you about Elder Scrolls 6 and what could be coming from it and what we're excited for.
Woo! Now, we already did a couple of videos on this whenever it was announced, just after or during E3, where we try to pin down where it's going to be, but we didn't talk too much about gameplay. And obviously, the vast majority of the internet and all the different fan forums have been pinning down all sorts of features. Naturally, Skyrim was a huge event back in 2011, and there's a lot to follow up on. So, let's pretty much get right to it. This is 10 things fans are desperate to see for Elder Scrolls 6.
Yes we are.
But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to stay notified. Ding, ding, done. Number 10, spellcrafting. Whilst unbelievably broken and exploitable in Morrowind and Oblivion, the option to create your own spells was an ingenious addition. Not to mention, it made stacking spells on yourself while going into battle a lot easier. Skyrim's system was more refined, but a lot more boring. You had really standard spells with more of the offensive options being dull twists on ranged spells. When compared to what was in Oblivion, it all seemed rather restrictive. So bring back the spellcrafting. With a little tweaking, it could be balanced and gives any mage-like classes a really cool way to play. Being able to summon full armor and a pet wolf whilst charming all the characters in the area and blasting foes over the horizon into a neighboring postcode, all with a single spell, would be glorious.
9. Reliable and fun stealth. Though it's talked about as a worthwhile way to thin the ranks of any bandit camp or main quest location, if you're like me and prefer to live your life in eternal darkness, you'll know that actually implementing a stealthy infiltration feels like you're breaking the game. With the only low-key animations available being a crouchy, crabby, some kind of walk, and an awkward stealth kill that only works if the game dice rolls that you'd have one-hit killed an enemy anyway, there are nowhere near enough ways to actually be stealthy. Where's the wall hugging, the corner peeking, the roof hanging? Give us spells that highlight enemy vision cones, Dishonored style, or a better set of killing blows that we can decimate from the shadows in style.
Number 8, a HUD that indicates size, range, and height of enemies in relation to you. Mostly put in place to highlight the gorgeous visuals, Elder Scrolls Minimalist HUD can occasionally do more harm than good. I'm sure you've had many times where you're clearing out a given area only for one dot to be left in the overhead bar, forever seeing you chase it around, not knowing if the enemy is above, below, or even a few meters away. The minimalist approach can stay, we just need a set of specific icons instead of red dots to indicate enemy placement. Even if they're locked behind some sort of awareness perk or spell related to tracking, give us small arrows or scaled sizes of icons to represent height and distance away from the player. Oh, and while we're on Bethesda, try and make sure that enemies get auto-killed if they fall through a wall or the floor. That stuff's getting ridiculous and it only ends up breaking quests.
7. The ability to change appearance after starting. Another one where the modding community came to the rescue, changing your appearance in the Elder Scrolls after the first creation screen is only doable through mods and console commands on PC, or in the Elder Scrolls Online, acquiring an appearance change token. And though I can see the logic of not letting us change facial bone structure, why can't we edit hairstyles and tattoos? Glimmers and other appearance-changing spells are commonplace in fantasy, so why not fall back on that rationale if it lets us completely redesign a character after however many hours? It's like Fable and the endless hours of eating pies and then celery to go from rotund to buff as you're wandering around. Completely pointless, but we all do it anyway.
Number 6, overhaul combat. 100% block, dodge button, and more. Give us some answers in the comments as to just how tactile and less flaily you would like Elder Scrolls combat to be overall, but for now, let's think about things that could touch up the core, identifiable feel of gameplay, rather than upending everything and potentially losing that part of the franchise's identity. First up, make blocking absorb 100% of damage. It's something that in past games has related to specific shields, as only when you unlocked better ones could you defend reliably. There's an animation dependency to Elder Scrolls combat that means you can't ready your shield until some weapon swings have finished, but many don't actually block the attack outright either. Having a dedicated, responsive block button would encourage wading in and swinging at foes with reckless abandon, knowing you can get back on the defensive whenever you need to. Furthermore, give us limb targeting, or enemies that react to being hit in the arm or leg, affecting their speed and perhaps dropping weapons. Dual wielders would be able to parry too as a direct fix from Skyrim, and for the love of Akatosh, give us a dedicated dodge button. Skyrim did give us a dodge roll as a mid-level perk, but it's simply a part of any melee-based game and needs to be a set standard.
5. No multiplayer. There seem to be two kinds of gamer in this world. Those desperate losers who love a good bit of multiplayer wherever it crops up, and those who lament the idea of anything other than spending countless hours on their own grinding. If I have to talk to people in real life all the time, why do I have to do it online too? Elder Scrolls Online suffered greatly from trying to make the "you're the world's saviour" story apply to hundreds of people at once, and that's without going into the complaints about how taking anything online brings it with endless problems to do with lag, AI freaking out, and the narrative itself being taken less seriously. Skyrim is an immersive single-player experience, and as is evident by how many people took one look at Elder Scrolls Online and scrunched up their noses, it should stay that way.
Number 4, new weapon types. A lot of people draw the comparison between the number of weapons in Morrowind and the number of weapons in Skyrim, and for good reason. Although most people forget the fact that most of the different weapons in Morrowind were simple variations of stick to hit things with, there is an argument to be made for more weapons in Elder Scrolls 6. The important thing to make clear is that if there are going to be new weapons in the game, they have to have variants beyond swing speed. This would tie in well with an overhauled combat system that gives weapons unique uses and attributes. We don't just need weapons for the sake of weapons. Make them fun to try out and integral to master when it comes to late game quests.
3. New playable races. Elder Scrolls lore has tons of available races to choose from, and it's getting to the point where the current cast of fantasy creatures is a little paltry in comparison to the backlog of possible candidates. With 5 main series titles and a couple of spin-offs, not to mention the online experience, there has to be room to bring some new races to the forefront. There's the obvious choice of expanding on the Khajiit and implementing their more eclectic cat kinds, and then there's the Snow Elves that could make a return too. There are a couple of other land masses that could allow for new races as well, such as Akavir, which would bring in tiger dragons and snake people, which would just be f***ing cool. Or you could go out there and bring back the Dwemer, or get absolutely mental and make the Slota playable race. There are genuinely dozens of options for new and creative character options, and it is criminal that they aren't being used.
Number 2, armor customization. On the 465th playthrough of Skyrim, you begin to realize that the armor gets a bit samey. Sure, it's all intricate and detailed, but it's hard to feel like your character's appearance is unique and interesting when everyone and their mum is wearing the same thing. Customization would be easy to design as well. Take what we have in Elder Scrolls Online with each race having its own unique style, and add the ability to dye your clothing in different colors. And there you go, a way to make the game look a lot more varied across the millions of playthroughs you're inevitably going to get through.
1. A new game engine. One thing that's become a signature trait of Bethesda titles almost for an entire decade is the reliance on the Gamebryo/Creation game engine.
It's even in Fallout 76.
Yes, they're supposed to be different bits of tech, and there's probably someone with knowledge of coding screaming at their screen right now, but did Skyrim really feel all that different to Fallout 3, or Oblivion for that matter? Please don't fight me, as gameplay was refined and textures were more polished, but the world physics and general sensation of movement, the overall feel of getting through the world, remain largely the same. Now that Bethesda have thoroughly stretched the limits of what's capable with this now very old game engine, they've surely been crafting another one from the ground up that'll best optimise the experience on new consoles and PC alike.
So that's been our list. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Have you got any suggestions? Let us know. I've been Scott from WhatCulture.com.
I've been Ash, also from WhatCulture.com.
And we'll catch you guys soon.
Bye.
Goodbye.